All right, here we go. Big Daddy Shin Day 12/24 Park. So, people used to warn me, oh, if you eat the same food every day, then you're going to get sick of it. I like it. I'm not doing too bad. And, I understand the point of it, but it's not like it's something like, it's like, oh, well, it's like borderline. I think it tastes really good, right? But I do want to mix it up with fish, chicken, and beef, right? So I know it's more healthier for me to have, just get the actual tomatoes, actual cabbage and celery and stuff, right? But I do know that just the simplicity of it, just put the meat in, put the vegetables, right? Making it with the Costco stir fry vegetables, so much easier. So I figure, okay, maybe I gotta mix it up a little. Okay, do that, but add celery, right? If I add cabbage, it's gonna be like a really big pot of food, and I don't know how I can manage that. But I got to cook in proportions. But I'm also thinking, okay, so if you get that Costco salmon, right? It's like, I don't know, 25, 30 bucks, whatever. And then you cut it up in sections. So if I diced it up and then I put it in those jars, okay? So a full jar of that much fish is just way too much. So I'm thinking, gosh, I remember my mom got me these brown rice packets. It's like, what's it called? I'll think of it. But it's like those little brown. It's not chia seeds, flaxseed. I think it's flaxseed rice, where it's like no, it's not flaxseed either. This is gonna kill me. I'm not even gonna remember it on this trip right here. Maybe one of you guys could figure it out. But you cook it, and it's supposed to be good and like takes the place of rice. So if I made that, or even put brown rice, and then put maybe an inch of it in that jar, and then put some of the hot sauce or whatever, and then the raw salmon, that'd be pretty good. Because what happens right now, I just get like a third of it, right? You just cut it, and then I make these, just cut up the salmon, put some soy sauce, and just eat it. That's one meal. But I think that's too much. I think I'm only supposed to eat maybe even, I don't know, 1/3 of a third. Who knows?
Jasper, come here, Jasper.
Okay, but anyways, I figure, oh hey, so I'm thinking more of how there's a lot of stuff going on. Oh good, basketball. Lot of different choices on healthy things I can eat. But what I do want to stay away from is like the different type of spice or marinating, So seeing what would probably be the best diversity of foods. But this is just a thought. I literally thought about this while I'm driving up here, because right after this, I have to go to Costco and I have to get a bunch of chicken breast, jalapeno, bottle of jalapenos, or a big jar, whatever they call them, right? And then a bunch of those vegetables. So I ran out of vegetables on my last batch of food that I made. But I got 9 jars. So, that's that. But I can't get into the lazy thing, thinking like, oh, you know what? I don't feel like cutting up this food and meal prepping that part. Hold on, let me reset. So when I cut the half tomato, so I use one of the tomatoes, I put the other in the refrigerator, and then half the cabbage, I put it in the thing, and then I put the other half in the refrigerator. You know, so I have these containers that I put like half the onion, half the bell peppers, half everything. So that one, it just sits in there and it waits for like 2 days, because that's how much food that the other half made. So I don't know. Maybe I just have to eat more of this stuff, right? Maybe instead of 3 meals of that stuff, I'd eat like 6 of them. But I think it's cool though if I went in and then so I mix up all the jars, so I have no idea what I'm going to eat the next day or the next meal. It's like I eat it. Oh, this is a chicken one. Good. Oh, this one's a fish one. Oh, okay, this one's whatever. So the beef and the chicken one looks almost exactly the same, even though one's frozen vegetables and one's regular vegetables. The fish one, I'm sure I can tell if it's fish or not. And I have these old cans of tuna, so I started mixing those in. Maybe that's why I got, like an extra can or whatever. This guy will pass me. But I don't know. I know what I don't want to do is get the salmon and cook the salmon in this, like, it's kind of like a stew, right? Like a soup. And so I was watching, that movie, The Big Short, where Anthony Bourdain was talking about, like, okay, he's describing some type of thing where you eat the fresh fish, but all the fish that you don't sell, you chop it up and you put it in a stew, and then you serve it like 2 days later. I'm like, okay, so I guess cooked fish like that, it's a little bit older. So fresh is actually fresh. And then if you eat it like cooked in the soup or like mix it up with a bunch of stuff, and it's old. I get it. So if I eat fish like that, might as well use canned tuna. So, what's that? I'm walking around this place thinking about all the stuff that I said already, and even I'm mixed up. So I think I actually have to sit down and map it out. Just like when I sat down and, found out the calorie content of each of my little meals. It's like 250 calories per thing. So if I only eat 3 of them, that's only 750. That's bad. So I'm going to have to, I think I have to up it. I think that's why when I mix in the fries, it adds up my calorie content. But, because I think I should be, around maybe 2,000 calories a day. Just to be healthy and live. I don't want to be like all, malnutrition and stuff. But, well, but I feel good. That's the most important thing. All right, there you go. Day 1224 in the books. So I got to get to Costco before it's super crowded. And it's usually good if you go like before 11 o'clock, then it's not that crowded. Jump right in there, get the chicken, get the vegetables, and I won't be distracted by other stuff, right? And I don't mind if the chicken defrosts while I'm in the gym. Vegetables, that's not too bad either. But, I'm not getting milk or desserts or whatever. It's strictly food that I need. Oh, you know what? I have to go home first. Because if I get fish, right? Okay. But anyways, here I am at the car. So there you go. Big Daddy Shin. Day 12/24 in the books. If I could exercise 1,224 days in a row, you could exercise 1,224 days in a row. So if I could do it, you could do it. And I'm doing it. Mixing up my diet.